And if you hear it from Rockstar, then you know. If you don't hear it from Rockstar, you don't know.
Hey, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I got to ask, what about the Red Dead Redemption 2 map that leaked 6 months before the game was even announced? Jokes aside, y'all, we have another Grand Theft Auto 6 map leak alongside a Grand Theft Auto version of Disney World that kind of confirms a lot of these Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, the location, and so much more. But today, I'm here to tell you why it's all fake, and it's not real at all. We're going to break it down like Britney Spears when she shaved her head in 2007, I think it was. Anyways, fake maps are a tale as old as time. We've had them since GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, and even Grand Theft Auto 5, so expect them for Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. But like I said, this is all fake. And for the love of the algorithm, to stop the spread of all this fake news, please drop a like. Let's go for 3,000 likes. I'll wait. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So the origins of this map come from a Grand Theft Auto Forbes video that has since been deleted. It was about 5 days ago. And thankfully though, due to some good Samaritans, we have the video, and as you can see right now, it's showcasing the pause menu, the Grand Theft Auto 6 map, which looks to be Vice City, the Gator Keys, the Florida Everglades, and so much more. And then it also showcases a few activities that you can do in-game, like basketball. That's one of those. Imagine playing basketball with like a Roman Bellic type character. Always wanted to go play basketball. Just kidding. But anyways, thanks to Colonel Puffin and Gamertank City on Reddit, we have an updated version of this map from that video that kind of gives us an idea of what we're looking at. So obviously we have Vice City, the downtown area, and Vice Beach. In the bottom, we have the swamplands and the Florida Keys, or the Gator Keys, as they would have been called in Vice City. But what's really interesting is if we go up north a bit, we have a city by the name of Torlanto. And in Torlanto, there is Quincy World. And Torlanto is obviously a parody of Orlando, and Quincy World would be a parody of Disney World, which we'll come back to in just a moment because this is really important. So moving up even more north, we have the Tortona Beach area with the Tortona International Speedway, which is a parody of Daytona Beach and the Daytona International Speedway. So once again, thanks to these two amazing guys for creating this huge, high-quality version of Vice City in the state of Florence, as it's referred to in Grand Theft Auto instead of Florida. Oh, just to go back too, one thing I left out. In this, there is also what looks to be an area that is allegedly based on the Kennedy Space Center. And instead of it being referred to as NASA Space Center, it's referred to as NAS Space Center in typical Rockstar fashion. And just to show how amazing this community is, a user by the name of Borsuck on Reddit did a map terrain comparison between Grand Theft Auto 5 and this leaked map, and it shows that this map has 71% more ground and 6% less roads than the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. Just to put into perspective how big this map is, if it is indeed real. Now, when it comes to this map, if you want to know my personal opinion, due to the anonymity of this post, it coming up and being deleted, and the way it looks very similar to Grand Theft Auto 5, and how basic this pause menu looks with the interface, I don't believe it's real. At this point, I do not believe that it's real, but it doesn't mean that it is fake. There's a 50-50 chance, obviously, but based on that, I just don't think it's real. I believe that if it is real, that the final version will be drastically different, kind of like how Rockstar used the GTA 4 interface and map and mini-map in the Grand Theft Auto 5 beta. They obviously will change all that up. I imagine GTA 6 would have some sort of like satellite view zooming in to a huge 3D map. But that's not it. So yesterday, another big bombshell was dropped in regards to this Grand Theft Auto 6 map leak, and they tie in together. And what it was is this image of Fred's Fun World. And the origins of this map, or this poster of Fred's Fun World, come from 4chan, detailing a satirical theme park with a super long description as well. But before we get to that, if we break down Fred's Fun World, some of the areas include Savage World with Balls Cove, typical Rockstar comedy right there. There's the Alien Monster Castle World, which has the Dragon's Hole. There is then Quincy World that offers juicy wieners, and we also have Spooky World. So that's a very comical breakdown of that right there. But also something interesting to note is that in the bottom right corner, this image was actually taken on April 22nd of 2020. And this would be at a point where Rockstar employees were already working from home during the lockdowns. So that makes sense. That might be why this was taken maybe from somewhere at home. And to actually get to that, there is a huge description that comes alongside this image that details. So I guess my ex-roommate was working on GTA 6. He started working from the apartment last year, and I knew he did some sort of game development. All I know is it was related to theme parks. I took a few pics of his screen in case it would end up being something substantial, and now I'm pretty sure he was working on GTA 6. I saw the recent leaked map. This picture I took lines up with it. I'll give any other info I know, but he barely told me anything. All he'd tell me about the game was that it had a theme park, and yeah, that's basically all I saw him working on. Never saw him like playing a game or working on models. It was always textures. Most were boring, just basic images of like warning signs or whatever. I don't really think any of it would have mattered. He mentioned that there being horror elements like an abandoned island that was creepy or something, and that there were multiple theme parks by each other that were feuding. Honestly, he really didn't tell me much about it. And if you want to know my opinion, that description is ultra fake. That is a lie. This guy is projecting this lie of what he did to create this image that ties into this already fake GTA 6 map leak. And you want to know why I think that? So let's break this image down a little bit further. In the top right, we have Fred Quincy, the man himself. And this man actually seems to be based on Walt Disney himself, which is obviously why it's referred to as Quincy World. If we take this man and compare him to Walt Disney, you can see they look the exact same. But if we take this man right here and compare him to Fred Quincy's lower half of his facial profile, you can see that this is actually created from a stock image. Now, does this mean it's fake right off the bat? Well, no, it could have been used as inspiration for the artist, as Fred is Walt Disney, but I don't believe that's the case at all. I think that this stock photo was used to then create this idea to go along with this leak. I want to interrupt this program to bring you the courage, the cowardly. Just kidding. Okay, listen. While I still think this map leak is fake, I was doing some research last minute before I uploaded this video. And I come across this Grand Theft Auto 6 leak of radio stations from 2019. And in this list of leaked radio stations, there is one for Fred Quincy's World Resort Radio, Pop Songs Censored, and Fred Classics. So if you don't know, Fred Quincy is mentioned in Grand Theft Auto 5 in the murder mystery for Solomon Richards. He's a real character in Grand Theft Auto. So it's interesting to note that this leak from 2019 mentions Fred Quincy, who seems to be the main kind of character surrounding this Grand Theft Auto 6 leak alongside the map. Another thing is, in the description of this, he mentions multiple theme parks feuding in Florida. The only thing I can think of would be Disney World and Universal Studios. But as far as the whole ex-roommate scenario goes, you can see through the lies in that right off the bat. So honestly, I'm going to say that I believe this to be fake. Not 100%, but I'm thinking like 95% fake. Both of them, as a lot of these fake leaks are built off of one another. The only leak that I believe to be true is most of the Project America's leak. I believe that that is what's going to happen, which is the backbone for this map leak to include Florida, the Gator Keys, and everything else. But this other leak, it seems to be that someone just got creative. Who knows? I would love for it to be real. But as for now, I guess only time will tell. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you learned something new, and also that, unfortunately, as real as we want this to be, it's probably not. Quincy World would be amazing, as Fred Quincy is mentioned in Grand Theft Auto 5, but I hope I'm wrong. Maybe time will tell. Who knows? But until then, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Zach Cox. Be sure to subscribe to never miss out, and I'll catch y'all next time.